Hello and welcome back to the Brighton Career Mode here in Season 4, here in 2024. I hope you guys all had a Happy New Year and a Happy Holidays, whatever you were celebrating. I hope it was a good one. We are here in the season finale of Season 4, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys to be sure to like the video. And please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost at 800 at the time of recording this video, which is absolutely incredible to see. This journey over the past 4 months has been incredible. So I'm hoping to get to 1,000 pretty soon, and I want to set a goal for myself to get to like 5,000 by the end of 2024, and we'll kind of revisit that once we get there. But of course, there's a long time between now and then. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this season finale. Up first, we of course have our next Europa League fixture against Borussia Dortmund. In the first leg of that fixture, of course, we lost 3-0. That's going to be a very, very tall task to get past them and to get into the final of the Europa League. I don't think we're going to be able to, and especially we're going to have some tired legs more than likely, so it's going to be very tough. If we do get through, it's looking like Benfica are going to be the team to go through on the other side of the bracket, but more than likely Dortmund will be playing, so it's not really going to matter too much. And then, of course, in the last episode as well, there were some other key games. A loss against West Ham in the league, really tough, and a draw against Aston Villa in the league as well. Not looking great there. We did get a win over Arsenal. Of course, Ben White got a red card like 2 minutes into the game, which really turned the tides of the game. And of course, we drew 3-3 with Sporting as well. A fantastic comeback in that game. So if you didn't get to check out the last episode, please be sure to go check that one out. We are currently sitting in, not the Community Shield, but we did win that earlier in the year. We're currently sitting in second place, level with Man City on points, but obviously behind on goal difference. So 3 games remaining. It's looking like it's going to be coming down to either us, Man City, or Arsenal to win the league. And as you can see in our calendar here, of course, we have 3 Premier League games to play. Crystal Palace at home should be a win, but of course, every game is going to be tough. An away game against Man City, we've won away against them before, but that's always going to be a terrifying game. And then, of course, home Man United to finish out the season. So it's going to be a very, very tough episode. Lots of very quality teams. And if we get past Dortmund, then we'll also have a Europa League final to play at some point as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get to this Dortmund game, and let's just see what happens. Dortmund's lineup for this game will be as follows. Of course, a very, very difficult line to play. Kubel and Saliba in the last game were absolutely incredible. Both of them are 90 overall or above, I believe now. And the rest of their team is all in the upper 80s as well. So we're going to go with a slightly rotated lineup, pretty much fully rotated actually. Getson Fernandez is going to stay in the team because we don't have any midfielders really with much fitness or much stamina to play in this game. So this is the lineup we're going to go with. We're going to go ahead and get into it. I mean, obviously, we're already 3-0 down, so we're not expecting to come back in this game, but maybe this lineup can prove us wrong. Moukoko with a pass down here to Zaniolo. Igor back in defense. Lewis Dunk behind him. Lewis Dunk getting some game time this season. Not a lot of game time for Lewis Dunk. Igor getting a good tackle in there. Not really sure what Zaniolo was going for. Ribeiro down here to Bino Gittins, though. Bino Gittins is going to look back inside for Anthony Martial. Good turn and a good finish. 1 goal back after 10 minutes with our rotated lineup. Anthony Martial getting a goal, and the home Dortmund fans are definitely not going to be happy about that. That yellow wall, we're scoring right in front of them. Very nice to see for us. Again, I'm not expecting us to get back into this game, but if we do somehow, it's going to be very, very incredible. Right now, Dortmund aren't playing very good. Buonanotte over the top to Jansen. Jansen cutting back inside. I see someone towards that back post. Oh, would have been a good cross, but just not high enough. You know, Gittins running around the defense here. William Saliba tracking back. We're actually able to get around him momentarily. Going to look back inside for Anthony Martial. And Saliba read us like a book. Zaniolo pushing forward here, able to get around Barco, inside to Baturina. A good cross off the top of the bar and out for a goal kick. Very dangerous, though, here after 22 minutes. Dortmund almost finding themselves a goal. Alan St. Maximin over here to Baturina. Baturina inside to Zaniolo, who gets a shot away. Not a great one, but at least an effort for them again. 30 minutes gone. Excellent pass over here to Alan St. Maximin. Tariq Lamptey trying to get in front of him. Maximin back inside to Willock. Willock back to St. Maximin. Shoots it, and it's off the post, off of the keeper as well. Willock gets it back. Gabriel pushing forward. Tariq Lamptey, good defense there, and able to get it out to Jansen. And Jansen, with his lightning fast pace, is just going to take this one all the way down the field. Going to go for a shot here. Probably not a good effort. Should have looked for a pass. St. Maximin pushing forward again. Going to go for a shot. I thought that one hit our hand. Referee doesn't call anything, though. And we're able to get out again. I see a pass through here from Getson Fernandez to Martial. We're going to try to get Jansen on a run. He's going to knock that one ahead of him very nicely. Going to look back inside for Martial, who finds Buonanotte, who gets a shot away, but Kubel with another save. Getson Fernandez, good tackle. Bino Gittins found out here on the wing. Gonna knock that one ahead of us again. Cut back inside. Saliba took a bad angle. Find Jansen. Oh, off the top of the crossbar and away. Oh, Joe Willock inside to Maximin. Igor with the block. Cleared away. Or Mercier's gonna grab it. Wow. What a block from Igor there. 60 minutes gone. Still a 1-0 game. Still got a lot of work to do, but we are at least in a spot where we could potentially come back. Oh no, Lamptey with a bad pass. Mukoko inside to Baturina. Zaniolo. Lamptey, I'm trying to clear it away, Lamptey. Another pass inside to Zaniolo. Mercier makes the save. This game's been pretty crazy. I mean, defensively, we are not looking too great, but we still haven't given up a goal, so that's been, okay, I guess. Lamptey there trying to clear it away, just couldn't get it out with him. Martial's going to clear that one away, though. And Dortmund are given a free kick here in a very dangerous area. Igor trying to head that one away. And Nemecha gets there before him. And that is going to be a level game here in this fixture. But of course, we are still now down 4-1. So not much left to play for in this game. Mazilu. Oh, we find Bino Gittins through. Big shot around one defender. A low shot. Not a bad effort, but well wide of the post. Keeper doesn't even have to make a save. Mazilu out here to Lamptey. Lamptey looking back inside for Getson Fernandez. Not really sure where to go just yet. Jansen back inside to Fernandez. To Martial. Getting a shot away. Kubel making another save. And Dortmund able to get it away as well. Mazilu. Over here to Barco. Barco gonna go for a shot. Barco not exactly known for his shooting prowess. And that one is right at the keeper, who's gonna throw it out of bounds. But too little too late for us. It looks like we are gonna come away with a 1-1 draw in this game. 4-1 loss on aggregate here against Dortmund in the semifinals of the Europa League, which is obviously very unfortunate. Wanted to get to the final, wanted to get, a win in the Europa League. That would have been insane to get a European win before we even get to the Champions League, but we can't do it and we are unable to, and we're bounced out of the semifinals for the second year in a row, except last year, of course, it was the Conference League, and this year it is the Europa League. Very nice to see our backup players perform well, though, against, a European giant in Dortmund. I mean, they are a very, very good team with a lot of very highly rated players, and we were playing a lot of backups in that game, so I'm not too mad at a 1-1 draw. Obviously, would have liked to go through, but we're kind of focusing on the Premier League right now. We needed our best players fit for the game coming up against Crystal Palace. We've got, 3 games in 8 days, I believe, here now in the Premier League, so we need all the legs we can get. And as you can see here, still in second place, but Manchester City have actually played their game, their 36th game, and only got a draw. So a win here against Crystal Palace puts us in a very, very good position to get first place, which is obviously what we want. Arsenal also played the 37th, got a draw, so it looks like it's a race between us and Man City. That is absolutely insane. This game that we have against them in 3 days is going to be crazy, but of course, we got to get through this game against Crystal Palace first, so let's go ahead and get into this one. We're going to go with our strongest lineup we can put out there, so let's go ahead and get it, and let's get a win. Nicholas Jackson making a nice move inside. Sabitzer on Crystal Palace, didn't even realize that. Golovin on the wing over here, inside to Andrell. Lopez now with it. Inside to Jackson, gets a shot away for Bruggen. I felt like could have caught that ball, but just didn't. Palms it out for a corner, though. At least he did save it. It didn't go past him. Hopefully we can defend this corner well. Garnacho heading it out well enough, at least. Lozano now with it. Good move. Lozano taking a shot. Oof. Goes past the post. Verbruggen doesn't even have to make a save. Garnacho on the edge of the box. Finds João Pedro. João Pedro to Getson Fernandez. Kudus can't finish that. What a play that would have been. João Pedro down here to Kudus. This one has to go in. Gonna try to find Garnacho across the face of the goal. Should have maybe cut it back to João Pedro. 20 minutes gone. A couple of chances for both teams so far. Andy Diouf down here to Garnacho. Garnacho to João Pedro. Didn't want to get it back to Garnacho. We're gonna wait on Kirkes to make a run. And then try to look back post for Kudus. That ball's going to end up with Getson Fernandez. What a mistake from the defender. I could not tell who that was. I think it might have been Rob Holding. Yeah, let's see this one again. Kirkes. Oh, that's not Rob Holding, number 3. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I couldn't tell. But either way, Getson Fernandez at the back post. I guess maybe front post, depending on where you're looking at it from. Really trying to get back, but gets Fernandez heading that one in. 9 goals for him on this season. Nico Jackson, oh, Verbruggen. Stretching out to make that save that time. Nico Jackson, very, very dangerous player in this game. Garnacho down here to Kirkez. Kirkez, I see Kudus at the back post. Wow, going for an acrobatic shot. Really making the save on that one. Gets to Fernandez, finds Andy Diouf. Wow, what a challenge. And of course, Andy Diouf gets up and could be injured. But we're going to find him through here. João Pedro now. Kudus. That time, Kudus finishes. We were waiting on one from him. Third time is the charm. 36 minutes gone, a 2-0 lead. Goal difference could be huge for us. We're down by 2 to Man City on goal difference as of right now. So we need to score by as many as we need to win by as many as we can. Kudus sees João Pedro through over the top. We're going to look inside for Kudus again. Another shot, that one right at the keeper as well. And we're going to end up with another corner after Diouf's cross is blocked by the defender over there. We're going to swing this one in again. Andy Diouf heads that one down into the ground. Rulli makes another save, another corner. And here at halftime, Andy Diouf's injury has actually gone away, so we're going to keep him on. It looks like he has played through the injury and is able to continue going in this game. 2-0 here at halftime to Garnacho. Give him quite a lot of running to do. We're going to cut back inside, though. Going to look for... Oh, trying to look for him. Garnacho's going to end up with it. Wow! Almost a third. Edson Fernandez, nice pass into Garnacho. Going to try to find... Ooh, we do find Kudus here. Who's going to take an extra touch. Deflection off of the defender and into the goalie's path. Tries to make a save, but cannot. And we take a 3-0 lead after 65 minutes with Mohamed Kudus. Lenny Jansen pushing forward on the edge of the box. Gets fouled and taken down by number 24 there. We will have a free kick here after 71 minutes. Maybe we can make matters worse for Crystal Palace here. We're going to go ahead and get 3 people off the ball. Try to pass this one back to Jansen. He's going to go for a shot right at Rulli, unfortunately, and he makes the save comfortably. Martial over here to Baleba. Baleba down here to Bino Gittins. Able to run at the defenders. Jansen is just not that good, I'll be honest. He's definitely, like I think I said in the last episode, he's one of those players that's probably going to end up getting sold, even though he is pretty decent, like overall-wise, but he's just not that good, like actual play, like gameplay-wise. He's going to find Martial here. Who's going to find Bino Gittins? Who's going to find our 4th goal of the game? Gladly, we will take a 4-0 win over Crystal Palace right here in extra time. Crystal Palace will push forward one last time. Duarte going to clear that crossway. Surely the referee will blow his whistle there, and he will. 4-0 win over Crystal Palace. 3 points in the bag. Back up into first place. And, I mean, it's in our hands. If we beat Man City in the next game, I think we clinch the Premier League title. And I don't think I mentioned it before, but we are firmly in, top 4. Like, we're going to get in the Champions League next year. Manchester United, obviously, 12 points behind us. Only 2 games left down there in 5th place. Newcastle on 68 points. Arsenal on 71. We're already above them, so it literally is just between us and Man City. They can only get 3 more points. And we, of course, play City here in this game, so, I mean, a draw is great. A win is even better. And this will be Manchester City's lineup against us for this game. Obviously, very worried about many of the players that they have on their team. It's going to be a very, very tough game. We are going to go with our best lineup, of course, that we can put out. Injuries have hurt us this year. We're missing Evan Ndicka in defense. We're missing Eze in midfield. So let's go ahead and get into this game. We got Verbruggen as captain. He will be lifting the trophy, of course, if we win this game at the end of it. So inside of Sergio Gomez, inside of De Bruyne. I mean, we are defending for our lives here. We are playing a very low block. Ruben Diaz going for some shots as well. That one gets deflected out for a corner. 10 minutes in, I don't think we've touched the ball yet, at least not going forward. De Bruyne short to Pedri. Over here to Bakayoko. Garnacho getting in a tackle, and that's going to be called a penalty. 9 minutes gone. We give up a penalty to Manchester City off of this tackle foul from Garnacho. Don't know what it is, but obviously Erling Haaland stepping up to take a penalty is very terrifying. We're going to go bottom left. We go the right way, but the shot is too powerful, and City take a 1-0 lead. Ooh, De Bruyne with a bad challenge in midfield. Taking out Andy Diouf. Hopefully he's not injured from that. It looks like he is every time he goes down. I think De Bruyne is going to go ahead and get a yellow card for this, so that helps us out a little bit, and we will have a free kick here in a fairly dangerous area. We're going to try to send this one towards that back post with Andy Dioff. I don't think we're going to get anybody over there, though. Diaz inside to Kudus. Kudus, is João Pedro onside? I think he was, but a bad touch sends it to the keeper. Kudus finds himself with the ball. João Pedro now sends it over here to Andy Dioff. I see, a great run from Kudus and a great effort. We got to find a way to get that shot on target, Kudus. He's been, a little bit lackluster in this episode. He did score, obviously, a couple goals in the last game, which were very good, but he's missed some opportunities that I feel like he should not be missing. Ooh, João Pedro, interception in a dangerous area. Can we get around Ake? We can. Can we get a pass away? We can't. Ederson able to get a hand to it, and they are able to clear it out. Just nowhere to go. João Pedro, insanely good pass to Kudus, who can't score yet again. Bakayoko down this right side, able to get around Kirkez momentarily. Kirkez holding his ground, sort of. Finds a pass inside to Foden. Foden inside to Rodri. 2-0 lead after 36 minutes for City. It's going to be very tough to get back into this game. De Bruyne pushing forward. Looking inside for Haaland. Doesn't find him initially. But the ball will end up with him. And 42 minutes gone now. We are down 3-0. And it is, they're just beating us in every way possible and getting very lucky. That deflection is so tough. I thought I was also controlling Duarte there. I ended up controlling Diamande. And Haaland's never going to miss from there. 3-0. All right, well, if they can score 3 goals and a half, we can as well. But obviously, they're Manchester City, so it's a little bit easier for them, I feel like. Andy Dioff finds Fabricio Diaz, who finds Garnacho. Couldn't do much besides just toe poke that one. Ederson makes another save. Ederson is so good. Haaland pushing forward, finds a pass to De Bruyne, and I thought Diamande was in the way of that one. City deserved to win the league with a performance like this. They are just owning us in every way possible. It's insane. And I swear, Diamande is standing in front of De Bruyne right there. And just, I don't know if he moves his leg out of the way. Yeah, what kind of defense is that? Can't get that one to him. We still end up with it, though. And Getson Fernandez can't finish that one. Ederson with another save. Kudus. What is happening? Kudus sides through to Fernandez. Wow. Of course we don't end up with that one. They're going to play it out from the back here, and somehow that's going to go out for a goal kick. I'm telling you, man, every bounce, every kick, everything has just gone City's way in this game. Ooh, bad pass there. Getson Fernandez. Going to go with his left foot. Right at Ederson. We still couldn't score. Probably should have just sweated across, but whatever. We'll go ahead and swing this corner in. Looking for, looks like Duarte maybe. Diaz going to end up with it. We're going to not get that one out to who we want to get it to and turn it over. Nice. Hakimi just knocking it past Duarte. I'm telling you, this game has just been bad. It just hasn't gone our way. Tedic going to save that one into the path of De Bruyne. We'll get a tackle in and get it away. Only 2 minutes of added time. We are definitely taking an L in this game. And the referee will go ahead and blow his whistle there. 4-0 loss against Manchester City. What a terrible game. We missed some chances, but overall, we did get outplayed. There was just some lucky bounces that went their way and not ours that really decided this game, I think. And now it all comes down to this. Officially down to the final day between us and Manchester City for the title of the Premier League this season. We play Manchester United in our final game, of course, and Manchester City play Middlesbrough. They're sitting down in 18th. Obviously, it's a relegation battle for them, so if Leeds lose and they win somehow, they'll stay in the Premier League. So they do have something to fight for at least, but obviously Manchester City are just much better than Middlesbrough, so I'm not expecting anything from this game. More than likely, we will be in second place to finish the season. Obviously, still Champions League football, so I'm not too mad at it. It just sucks because we kind of bottled first place with the amount of games that we drew and lost in the past 2 or 3 months in the Premier League. So it is tough. We're going to play Manchester United. They're in 5th place. They have a lot to play for. Got to keep that Europa League spot to themselves over Chelsea so that they don't go down to the Conference League. But let's go ahead and get to that game. We do have a 4-day break, and it looks like we have a youth player unsettled. That's okay. And we will go ahead and get into this game. Manchester United line up like this. Rashford, Højlund, and Antony up top. Obviously, Sandro Martinez still in defense for them with Goes. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Some pretty standard Manchester United lineup here. Onana in goal as well. And then, of course, we're going to go with the best lineup we can put out. And we're also going to make sure that we have Lewis Dunk down on the bench just so that he can get some game time. If this is potentially, obviously it could be his last game for the club if he retires. He still hasn't decided whether he's going to retire. So let's go ahead and get into this game. This is the lineup we're going to go with. We'll stick with it. And let's see if we can get 3 points and hope and pray that Manchester City lose. Oh, bad turnover to start the game. Duarte giving it up to Anthony. We're able to get back though with Kirkes. That ball ends up with Anthony still. Oh, wow. Verbruggen gets beat at his near post. 2.5 minutes gone. Bad turnover by Duarte, and then Kirkes can't get it away from Anthony. And there's just no way Verbruggen gets beat at his near post like that. Not again. Rashford inside to Bruno. Bruno, oh, good move to trip up Diamande. And now we're down 2-0 to Manchester United after 8 minutes. So in the last 98 minutes of football that we played, we are 6-0 down. Gary Correa looks inside to get some Fernandez. We're going to turn this one back around to Fabricio Diaz. Look over here to Garnacho. Oh, almost could have went down for a penalty there. Kirkes, not exactly where we were trying to go. Kudus, going to go for a shot. Just not great. Get some Fernandez. Over here to Garnacho. Good turn. And a good shot. No, it's not. I mean, why can't we score? Our shooting today has been just absolutely terrible. I mean, I know it was his weak foot, but come on. That's got to go in. Bruno Fernandez on the edge of the box for Bruggen. Thank God you got to that. We really needed that save. We need to get on a break here. João Pedro over the top. Andy Diouf, not exactly a speedster, but hopefully can hold off the defender. We're going to try to go for a low shot. I don't know why he lifted that up. And again, just can't score. All right, on another break again. Garnacho, great pass to João Pedro. Surely he scores. Yes, sir. I mean, still not in the right spot. Kind of went down the middle of the net, but whatever. 33 minutes gone. We at least get one back here. I mean, United's defense has opened up for us here in the last 15 minutes or so, and we just haven't taken our chances. But, I mean, again, look at that shot. Like, it's kind of still not where I want it to go, but we'll take it. 2-1. Not a great cross, but Diouf ends up with it. Nice pass to João Pedro. Gonna look inside for Getson Fernandez. I mean, we just take so long to shoot sometimes. Gotta work on that somehow. Moral of the story in this game is much like the last one. We just have to take our chances, and we just have to eliminate the chances that they are able to take. Wow, what a pass. Verbruggen makes the save, keeping us in this one. Surely we don't let them score here off this corner. We got to keep it 2-1. We need to get back into this one. Oh, good play there. Garnacho going to just sprint around these defenders. Someone is getting back very nicely here. I don't know who that is, but they have so much speed. I see Kudus, though, and it hits the outside of the post. Wow. I mean, Kudus has to have set a record for hitting the post in one season. This is actually insane. That was a great cross. We just couldn't find it. Garnacho with it now. Kudus again. Good turn. Good shot. Deflected. Onana has to make a save. Kudus is either a very unlucky player or he's just not that good. But whatever the case may be, we got a corner here. Can't find anything on that one. João Pedro finds a nice pass to Kudus. Kudus. He gets some Fernandez. Back to Kudus. He's got to have the pace. And he's got to have a finish here. I mean, he is not good. He just isn't. That doesn't make sense. Oh, get some Fernandez. We have Kudus through again. Please, brother. There is just no way. He just isn't good. That's all there is to it, and that's a foul. I mean, there's no way we haven't scored with him. He's going to come off here for Bino Gittins. I mean, I can't take it anymore. He's had 3 open chances and has not scored any one of them. And he had multiple chances last game, too, and didn't score them. Like, maybe he's just having a bad couple games, but it's been terrible. Oh, another shot on goal from Bruno Fernandez. Verbruggen making a couple saves against him. But now we're turning it over. Okay, we're getting lucky. We're getting very lucky there. That's okay. Well, we needed some. Diouf to João Pedro to Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins, he's going to score this one. my God. I mean, what is happening? We currently have 4.4 expected goals to their 1.7, except we are losing 2-1. Thierry Correa. I mean, I told you to pass it so long ago. Verbruggen makes another save and another one. I don't know why the Y button is not working. Fabricio Diaz now with it. We're going to look across field here to Garnacho. I mean, we need to find someone else on the ball in front of goal besides some of these players. João Pedro can't get it across. Thierry Correa gets a tackle in here at the last second. Can we send someone through? Why is that going there? Of all places. I mean, oh, what an infuriating final 2 games for Brighton and Hove Albion against both Manchester clubs. I mean, against City, I think they still had the most expected goals. Like, they still deserved to win for sure. We played terribly. But in this game, we just missed every chance. Like, we just... Bino Gittins missed 1, but Kudus missed like 3 or 4. And we officially just, like... I mean, we bottled it. I mean, City won 2-0, so I guess in theory it wouldn't have mattered anyways, but... What? I mean, just what a terrible way to end the season. And there it is. Second place officially. I mean, like I said, obviously City won, so it wouldn't have mattered if we won or drew against Manchester United. But just the way that game ended and the way that game went was just absolutely terrible to finish off the season like that, especially with the City game right before it, losing 4-0. I mean, we've lost 4 games in this month alone. We only had 1 win out of 7 games, which is just not like us for the rest of the season. I mean, I don't think we had a month like that at all. We finished in 2nd, Arsenal finished in 3rd, and Newcastle finished in 4th to round off the Champions League teams. United in 5th, Chelsea in 6th. Villa, West Ham, Spurs, Liverpool to round off the top 10. Liverpool in 10th is insane. Bottom half of the league, Palace, Southampton, Wolves, Fulham, Burnley, Brentford, and Leeds. So going down to the Championship this year will be Middlesbrough, Leicester City, and Norwich, which is, you know, to be expected. I would have probably picked those 3 teams to be the one to go down. Throughout the season as a whole, we only gave up 34 goals, which was the best defense in the league, but obviously not quite good enough because Manchester City had the best offense in the league, scoring 84 goals this season. All right, and we are here to the official end of the season. The Champions League final has been played, the final game of the year. And it looks like Barca played Inter, and Barca won 5-4 on penalties, 0-0 in regular time. That is insane. Barca beat Atletico Madrid to get there, and Inter beat Man City to get there. So Man City at least didn't make it to the final, which is nice to see. And then in the Europa League, let's go ahead and go back to this. Europa League, it was Benfica over Dortmund, 6-5 on penalties after 2-2 in regular time. What a game that was. And then let's go ahead and check out the Conference League. It was Eintracht Frankfurt over Feyenoord in 4-3 on penalties and over in extra time as well. 1-1 in regular time. So all 3 European finals went to penalties. That's actually insane. Very, very good games there. Let's go ahead and check out the player stats for the season for the entire Premier League. Looks like Erling Haaland won the Golden Boot. 25 goals in 37 games is insane. Arezzo in West Ham, not even sure. I really don't know who that is, actually. I know that we played against him, but West Ham had a good season as well. Højlund, Fofana, Saka rounding off the top 5. It looks like our highest goal scorer was Garnacho with 13. João Pedro right behind him with 12. They were both in the top 25. As far as assists goes, though, João Pedro with 11. As far as, you know, as being a striker, he is very good, but he's kind of almost more of a cam center forward type. He gets a lot of assists there in that striker position. So, and then Andy Diop there as well. I believe we have a couple of others. Yeah, Fernandez, Eze, Garnacho, all on that list as well. And then as far as clean sheets go, no one else was even close. It was Verbruggen all the way. Towards the end of the season, we started giving up a lot more goals, so I guess before that we were just playing maybe lesser opponents. I'm not really too sure. I felt like I was playing very good defense for most of the year until like the final 3 or 4 episodes. And then as far as other leagues are concerned, let's go ahead and check some of them out. We can check out the Championship for sure. Nottingham Forest and Watford through. Nottingham Forest had an insane season. Cardiff and Birmingham City back up into the Championship. Blackpool, Reading, Bolton, Barnsley fighting. And then League 2, Stockport City, Bradford City, Shrewsbury through. Gillingham, Salford, Northampton, and Mansfield Town fighting to get back up to League 1 as well. Let's go ahead and check out France. France, it looks like PSG by a mile over everybody else. No surprise there. Bundesliga, Leverkusen by a mile over everybody there. Bayern finishing in 4th. That's absolutely insane to see. Serie A, AC Milan over Inter Milan by 1. So Inter got to the final of the Champions League by beating Milan. at some point throughout the competition, but Milan gets the last laugh in the league. Juventus, Fiorentina as well. Eredivisie, Feyenoord over PSV and Ajax. That's pretty crazy. Portugal, it looks like it's going to be Porto over Benfica and Sporting. Pretty standard there. And then over in Spain, it was Real Madrid and Barcelona in the top, with Villarreal and Sevilla. Atletico Madrid down in 6th. Tough year for them. Sociedad down in 8th. Also a tough year for them as well. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the squad stats as well before we finish off the episode. Alejandro Garnacho, top scorer, 19 goals, 7 assists. João Pedro, if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, probably would have held that title, but 18 and 13 from him in 31 games, or 33 games, to see that he is up to an 82 overall. He's continuing to grow too. That injury set him back. He probably would have been an 83, maybe 84. Bruno Gittins also playing well. John Miranda, very, very good. Kudus, I mean, who knows? Who knows what happened in this episode? 5 or 6 chances in those last 2 games that he just has to score. I mean, if he scores, the games are different. We might be Premier League winners. Gedson Fernandez in midfield. I absolutely love him. Eze played very well. Actually back from injury now, but of course the season is gone and dusted. Joe Bellingham had a very successful loan spell over at Crystal Palace. So let's go ahead and talk about that too. I mean, obviously it sucks. We bottled first place, but we're in the Champions League next year. Brighton and Hove Albion. I mean, we're going to be able to build a team that's very, very good, and our transfer budget is going to be really big. Buonanotte, pretty solid bringing him on as a sub. I would much rather play him as Cam over right mid, so I might even try to see if I can switch his position to Cam because he played much better there than he did at right midfield for us. So I'm going to go ahead and try to change his position there. Adam West, up to a 75 overall. Very, very good youth academy prospect there. Fabricio Diaz played well. Andy Diop played well. I mean, neither one of them are necessarily just insane, but they are decent. But I think central midfield is going to be a position that we might look to upgrade on. We're going to have Eze, we're going to have Fernandez, but then that third spot, Diaz, Diop, they're good, but are they good enough? I don't know. Lenny Jansen was miserable a lot of the times. I mean, obviously you can see there 2 goals, 3 assists in 32 games as a winger. What we're going to do with him, we'll likely sell him, but he is up to an 80 overall, and he is, like, attribute-wise, is a solid player. Like, he is good, but he just isn't good to play with. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but Baleba played decent. Up to 23 years old now, only 18 appearances. We're probably going to look to move him on, especially if we keep Diop and Diaz and then we add in another midfielder. We might move him on, so we'll see how that goes. Mazilu, pretty solid backup, to be fair, but only 74 overall. Good loan spells from several of our loanees. Youth Academy prospects, 71 overall. Kobayashi, 75 for James Beadle. We can get a little bit of money for him. Blake Curtis, up to a 71. Nice to see. Yuma Ono, 75. Stanley Wilson, 77. So we've got several center back options as backups now. So Stanley Wilson is definitely going to make some appearances for us next year. Dennis Moraes, up to a 69 overall. I was hoping to see more from him. Leonardo da Costa, up to a 75. Hoping to see more from him as well. Nottingham Forest, I don't think ended up using him too much either after we brought him back from Fulham in the January transfer window. So sucks to see, but he's still only a 17 overall, so he can definitely grow. Renato Ribeiro up to a 71. Ali 70. And then we're down here back to our players. Indica went down from an 84 to an 83 because of the injury, which is unfortunate. Lamptey did okay, honestly, in the performances he had, but we might be looking for a new right back. Left back, Barco, very solid player. Him and Kirkez, I don't have any issues with them. Jamie Mullins, we're not going to renew his contract, so we're just going to let him go. Hinshelwood, barely played, but he's okay. We'll probably just sell him. Mercier, fantastic goalkeeper. I really enjoy using him, but you know, we'll just keep him as a backup for now. Verbruggen's too good to bring him in as a regular. So Victor Ribeiro, decent player. I mean, he was like our first youth academy prospect we ever had was Victor Ribeiro. And he's up to a 73 overall, but you know, he's not great. Igor, solid backup. I'm definitely going to keep him around, just like having him in the team. Lewis Dunk, I'm going to leave that up to you guys to decide whether you want me to bring him back or not. I'm not too worried about it. Kirkez, very good, like I said. Duarte, very solid backup. Gonna be definitely using him more and more. Diamante, keeping him in the team for sure. He's insanely good. Correa, like I said, I'm okay to move on from Correa. He's only 82 overall, only 28 years old. Please be sure to leave your transfer targets in the comments down below. I'm pretty much open to anybody that we can bring in. Even at striker, maybe we want to bring somebody in and we can play João Pedro at Cam a lot more, but you know, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. And Verbruggen, obviously, up to an 85 overall. I'm keeping him. We don't need to worry about goalkeeper at all. He is absolutely fantastic. 20 clean sheets in 45 games is an insane record. So, and I think that is pretty much going to do it for this season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the objectives. I'm not even sure if I really showed those at the beginning of the season. These were actually from last year, the youth development ones. As far as the brand exposure, signed 3 players born in Asia. I just signed 3 like random free agent players because we didn't even sign that many players at all this season. So wouldn't have made too much sense for that one. So I just kind of did it and then sold those players or just got rid of or released them, I think. Europa League, we got the semifinals. They wanted us to get the final. Close enough, right? Premier League, finishing your Europa League spot. We got Champions League, so we did much better there. FA Cup, obviously, we got bounced out of that one pretty early on, but not too worried about that one. And then the financial goal, didn't complete that one. We signed 3 players, I think, total, but we didn't sign 3 crucial players, just 2 crucial players, so not going to complete that objective, unfortunately. And so that's where we're going to leave off Season 4 of the Brighton Career Mode. Please be sure, like I said, to leave your transfer requests down in the comments below, or your transfer targets, I should say. There's already some players I got on my mind, but like I said, right back, center mid, center attacking mid, maybe striker. Those are kind of the positions we're looking at. Let me know if you want to keep Lewis Dunk around for old time's sake. I mean, he's probably never going to get game time next year, but just let me know in the comments down below about that as well. And I hope you guys are ready for Season 5 of the Brighton Career Mode, coming to you very, very soon. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching Season 4, and I hope you guys are ready for Season 5. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.